Y'all know what it is. Here I come to save the day. Yeah, I'm in business now in Baltimore. I am King Sam, the people's champ. And this is Let's Get To It. And that's a tour with you because I always got you in mind, so keep that in mind. Here I come to save the day, man. It's icy outside. It's icy outside. It was a wintry mix. I went to my car. I couldn't even get in my car today. I went to my car. The whole door was covered up with like a sheet of ice. I tried to put a latch on the door. It wouldn't even, no budget. Couldn't even get in it. It was like ice, crunchy, snow, ice. I was trying not to walk too much. I had my slides on, and I didn't want to go sliding. Um, I want to give a couple shout outs. First off, give a shout out to Sunrise, Kitchen Baths and Closets. I want to give a shout out to Elise Pro Barbershop right there on 368 Denver Boulevard. Y'all see the fresh crispy? He be bringing me back. I was looking like Snuffleupagus, real rough in the face, beard looking like Moses. Uh, give a shout out to Pearl Ale. Let me see. Give a shout out to 7 Series. I've been digging his music. Then I think you can find 7 Series. He all over Spotify and all that. If you look up 7 Series, you might be able to find him on YouTube, Spotify, and other platforms. Pearl Ale, I think you could catch him if you type in Pearl Ale. You might be able to catch him on YouTube. I don't know if he got new music up there, but we working on something. And I want to give a shout out to Liberty Church right there on Bethel. I don't know if y'all familiar with the Newport News Hampton area. You got Big Bethel. That's right there in Hampton with Bethel High School. Notorious for, being where Allen Iverson played high school basketball at. They got a church. I've seen this church numerous times, and I didn't know how large it was because I just see one side of the church. But, I was invited to the church. I've been invited to the church for the past 3 years, but I kept, ducking and dodging and saying no, not wanting to go. But I wound up going yesterday. They had 21 days of prayer, and I was invited for the last day. And man, let me tell you something. It was amazing. It was amazing. It moved me in there. I thought somebody was cutting onions in there. I was in that junk shedding them, letting them. Waterworks. Waterworks. I was feeling the spirit. They had that junk rocking and rolling yesterday. And I want to give a big shout out to Patrick and Julie Potter for inviting me. Uh, yeah, Liberty Church right there on Big Bethel. And let's just get into it, man. What's been going on lately, man? I don't know if y'all familiar with Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels, but they got into it, man. Brief description. I think Corey Holcomb is a comedian slash actor, entertainer, very, you know, very opinionated. Some of the stuff he say I kind of like. Some of the stuff he say it kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but I think that's his brand. Anton Daniels, I've seen and follow him. I don't know him as well, and he hasn't been around as long as Corey Holcomb. But I think his brand is like, you know, black business, black excellence. I would say, you know, sometimes he kind of say some stuff that rub me the wrong way. But his content sometimes is pretty good to me. Like I said, I have watched them. I don't agree with all of it, and I think he's very opinionated as well. I think one's from Chicago, the other is from Detroit. They wind up being on a podcast together, and they was rubbing each other the wrong way, and it almost came to blows. I think Corey has said something about you kissing ash for a lack of better words, and Anton responded by saying you sucking tricks for a lack of a better word. And with some say it agains going on, and they had a little falling out. It almost came to blows, and now they going back and forth. Um, that's just how it goes sometimes. Sometimes men butt heads. You know, I lean more towards the Corey Holcomb side of things because I think, Anton Daniels, not really my cup of tea. Corey Holcomb kind of falls in line with some of the characteristics I can identify with. A lot of the stuff that Anton Daniels talk about, it ain't really, my jacket, it ain't my cap, so it don't fit. But yeah, they've been going back and forth. Ah man, and it's been very entertaining. And Corey Holcomb, he another guy like 50 Cent, man. Once they get a hold on you, they don't let go until they feel satisfied. And it's been very entertaining to watch. Another thing, man, I know y'all been seeing all this stuff with the ICE and the Border Patrol, and man, they going crazy out here. They going crazy out here. Sometimes I don't even want to speak on it, but it's glaring and it's like too many incidents happen. I think a woman got killed in Minnesota, and then just the other day, I want to say maybe Thursday or Friday, a guy got killed in woo wee. Is they shooting people down, and these are American citizens, and it's like you never want to see that. You never want to see authorities shooting citizens down that voice a complaint. Complaining about something and protesting and standing up. And even if you want to say they agitating, I don't think the penalties for agitating and the penalties for protesting and the penalties for disagreeing with somebody are death. I don't think nobody feel like that because if somebody is, unalived, ain't no coming back, ain't no redos, ain't no reset. You don't get to spawn again when you pass away in the real world. So, man, it's a tragedy. It's a tragedy, and it's like some people haven't, you know, there's no compassion in their tone when they speaking of it because they trying to put, defend their position. And to me, it's just, man, it doesn't seem right. It doesn't feel right. And historically, these are some of the complaints that people of, you know, I don't want to say, some of the black Americans, we have suffered some of this stuff for a long time. So I know we as a people can identify. A lot of people might feel like, man, this ain't our business. We need to stay out of it. But, we see it for what it is. We have experienced it. And we've been decrying this type of treatment for the longest. And people be like, no, you just imagining things, and if you just do this and do that, and it's like none of that stuff really makes sense. And to me, it be feeling like gaslighting, and it feel like people trying to make you feel you know less than for screaming out and resisting violations against your person. And I feel for those who are going through it right now. And I don't know what's the solution to it, but there does need to be some compassion extended. There's a lot of AI stuff out there that's gonna get you to feel a certain way. There's a lot of propaganda out there that's gonna make you try to feel a certain way, man. You gotta use your own discernment out here. Don't be led astray. Cause that's what people lying right to your face these days. They ain't got no attachment to the truth. So, you know, when somebody start talking about don't believe what you see, you need to question it because the saying goes, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. None. So if somebody telling you don't believe your own eyes, you could go ahead and, dispel that right then and there. But I ain't want to get too far gone, man. I've been trying to add finishing touches and, upgrade as I go. my content, my quality, and hopefully, I can learn more things as we go, and I can present and bring you more content that kind of, fit and we could grow. Let's get to it. I'm trying to turn this into something, man. Not just a movement, but I'm trying to be the voice for the underdog, for the blue collar, for the underprivileged, for the disadvantaged. I don't know if y'all know who Underdog is, but he had a saying, man. Here I come to say today. Underdog. I'm always rooting for the underdog. So I just wanted to, throw a little something out there. I ain't want to be long or strong because it's been a while, but I'm trying to get, I'm trying to get back in the motion of things. I ain't want to add too much. I ain't want to do too much. I just wanted to keep it short and simple, get back in the groove of things. Cause sometimes, man, you get stuck in a rut. You get the feeling down on yourself. You gotta bounce back. So that's what this is, man. I want y'all to be careful on them roads out there, cause it's icy, icy, ooh, yeah, like Jeezy, like Jeezy and Gucci is icy outside. Um, y'all be careful out there, man. You know, and man, y'all stop buying up all the water, man. I went to the store to get some water, man. Won't even know water, man. People done bought up all the water, man. Like whatever it is, it ain't gonna be nothing but a cup of age. Y'all done bought all the water up, man. Leave some for King Sam, man. Leave a case for when y'all buying that water like that. Leave a case for King Sam. Keep me in mind. But with that, I'm out of here, y'all. I'm out of here. Y'all know what it is. Let's get to it. And that's a tour with you, cause I always got you in mind. So keep that in mind, y'all. I'm out of here.